The overall aim of the self-assessment process is that you can arrive at a grade for yourself within values and attributes, knowledge and understanding, and skills, and that you can then amalgamate those into an overall grade. And to support you with this, we've provided you with this grade summary page. I'm just going to briefly show you how that works. What happens is that it auto-updates to reflect the changes that you make in each of your 3 key areas. So let's give an example. Let's update the 4th standard here to say that we think that we are now standards met with regard to that particular standard. You'll see that that then updates. Let's go into one of the other areas of skills, and we'll update, let's say the last standard, standard 20, and say that we think we are standards met against that standard, and click on save. Now, if we now go to the grade summary page, either by clicking on the link here at the bottom or by clicking on the link in the left-hand menu, you'll see that what has happened is that it's automatically updated standard 2 and standard 4, and also that final standard 20, which we just amended. And so what you'll do periodically throughout the year is review your grades here, and if you've got all good, you can say that you're good with regard to values and attributes. If you've got a mixture of good and standards met, you would say that you were standards met. So until you have them all, or the vast majority of them, you need to say that you fall to the lower level rather than being able to access the higher level. So in order to record that, if we scroll to the bottom of the page, you can see that we've put here that we're good with regard to professional values and attributes. And of course that's not quite right, because we're still working towards the standard. We haven't yet addressed a number of the different standards. So what we need to do is amend that, and we need to go in and say that we're still, standards met, we've got a typo there, I'll need to correct that later, but we're still working towards the standards like that. And we can choose the relevant date, and your tutor can use this at the end of the year to tick to say whether or not they agree with the standards, but they will also talk to you about that in tutorial, and you'll need a tutorial record and their final endorsement on your portfolio through their feedback that says that they agree to the self-assessment grades that you've arrived at. But as long as your evidence is strong and properly recorded, then there won't be any issues with self-assessment at the end of the year.